Prince Harry knows he needs a sprinkle of the royal family's magic fairy dust if he wants to continue making money in California, a royal expert has claimed. Author and historian Tessa Dunlop told True Royal TV's The Royal Beat that the Duke of Sussex, 37, is in a difficult position because he is trading on his royal ties but does not want to expose too much in case he is completely cut off. It comes as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex prepare to fly to the UK with their children Archie, 3, and Lilibet, 11 months, to take part in the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations next week. Dunlop, along with royal biographer and journalist Duncan Larcombe and royal reporter Alan Jones, was discussing Harry's upcoming memoirs, which are due to shed light on his time as part of the firm. However, a publication date has not yet been set, suggesting it has hit roadblocks. The Sussexes are also reportedly filming an at-home docuseries, branded A Royal Keeping Up with the Kardashians, for Netflix, as the streamer secures its pound of flesh in return for its $100 million Megxit streaming deal. Dunlop says Harry might feel anxious about overstepping the mark. "It can feel very lonely if the institution shuts you out," she said. "And I think Harry, more than anyone, realizes he's walking a tightrope. Yes, he needs to make money, and yes, the royal family has made him feel excluded and he feels unsupported. But he also realizes, on a professional level, he needs some of their magic fairy dust. And, on an emotional level, their family. So how much tell-all does he really want to do? I think that's going to be the great conundrum for him and his wife." Larcombe said, "It may be the only chance we get to see a glimpse of both Harry and Meghan. We can expect to see massive crowds. Thousands and thousands of people that you would describe as royalists, who love the pomp and ceremony. The reality is, Harry and Meghan are very divisive characters. It will be fascinating to see the reaction and mood of the public towards them." Dunlop added the family will be wanting to put their best foot forward for the event and will put on a united front for the cameras. Dunlop commented on the historic nature of the celebrations, saying, "It is very unlikely we will see a jubilee like this for decades. Prince Charles would need to be king for 25 years before he can celebrate his Silver Jubilee, which is highly unlikely given the fact he is already in his 70s. This is a standalone moment, our first Platinum Jubilee, and perhaps it will be the last for a long time." This early year, the Prince of Wales found himself dragged back into the royal racism row after a new book made claims, denied by Charles, that he was the so-called royal racist, writes Richard Eden. In Brothers and Wives, by American author Christopher Anderson, it's reported that Prince Charles asked his wife Camilla how the future offspring of Harry and Meghan might look. The Daily Mail's diary editor Richard Eden argues that the main problem is the nature of the original claims made by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in their infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey that were like a bombshell on a timer, which they could detonate whenever they like. "I don't know if they regret it now or if they're happy for it to be hanging," he says. "But it's very cruel and I do think very damaging." The Daily Mail's royal editor Rebecca English strongly questions the claims, but says that the entire family are struggling not to be tarnished by the accusations. "I think the credibility of the book has been massively called into question and Clarence House calls it a complete work of fiction and not even worthy of comment," she says. "But I think what it shows us is that this accusation isn't going to go away and still causes serious problems for the royal family. I think it's something they feel they need to defend themselves against."